Kyle, we have some words of wisdom for you today, and as any good Aggie would know, I have 12 recommendations for you. Always, always put students first. Be open-minded. You will be challenged. There will be a time when your decision is not supported. It's okay. Get over yourself. Contribute. Share your ideas and always have a plan of action for A, B, C, and sometimes XYZ. Be engaged and involved. Be visible. Know your people. As we've discussed, pay attention to the details. Show initiative. Get out in front of things. Be prepared before something goes wrong. Maximize learning opportunities for children and the adults. Lead by example. If you're going to talk the talk, you need to be ready to walk the walk. Be transparent. Make yourself vulnerable. Share your story. Use your words. Buy the chocolate. Show teachers how much you appreciate them. Last but not least, make us proud. I know you're going to do a great job. Gig 'em.
So the question is, what should Mr. Little do as an administrator? I've thought about this one a while, and given Mr. Little's background, with the question being, what should Mr. Little do as an administrator? I think he should start with the CUBES strategy. So, what do we have here? We have a question. Let's do some circling. Got a what? Circle. CUBES. Circle, underline, box. Okay. What should Mr. Little do as an administrator? We have a circle. Let's do some underlining because we have a who here. Underlining Mr. Little. What should Mr. Little do as an administrator? CUBES strategy. Got it? CUBES. I made note CUBES. Circle, underline. Oh, we can box in some information. What should Mr. Little do? It's going to take some action. Let me just kind of box that in. Circle, underline. Oh, Mr. Little. Clarity is coming. Mr. Little. We may need to add in some experience. We may need to take away some assumptions. Oh, we may need a multiplier effect to do a lot of a certain thing. Oh, we've got to think about equity. We're going to divide. We shall be equitable. Oh my goodness. There's an order of these operations. Got to put that in. Equal. It's got to equal something. Gosh, we have some addition, some subtraction, some multiplication, some division, and then we have an order of operation, and all that must equal something. Mr. Little, from one assistant principal to another assistant principal, this is all I have to give you, sir. Whatever you do with your staff, with your children, with your fellow administrators, there's an answer. Love. From the heart, sir. Wishing you the best, Mr. Little. See ya.
Have meetings with a purpose. a meeting that you know has to create a two-way communication between you and teachers, a meeting that's going to start on time and end on time. None of us want to go to a meeting just to go to a meeting. I think more than anything, teachers just really want to feel that their time is appreciated and valued. And I think that would be a great start. But I know you already know this. And so I just want to wish you the very best next year. I know you're going to do great. And most of all, don't forget to smile.
Always remember how hard your teachers are working and how much they love their students. Remember to be compassionate, understanding, and supportive, and never forget what it's like to be a classroom teacher. My favorite memory of you was when you were the Easter Bunny for kindergarten's Easter egg hunt. That was funny. I will miss working with you at Frost, and good luck on your new adventure.
To stay visible as much as possible. Let your teachers see you and let the kids see you and know that you're there to support them. Good luck.
Don't lose sight of what it was like to be a teacher in the classroom. Lots of times it's easy to get caught up in all of the administrative part of it, but always remember why you got into education to begin with.
Something I want to remind you is in the AP role, we can sometimes get lost with the hustle and bustle of the day-to-day, but always take time to personalize the process. Get to know your kids, get to know your families, and it will make the job so much easier. I don't know how many times it's come down to, oh, I'll take this one because I know that family and I know how I can reach them and how I can support them. And so it will be crazy some days, but if you know your people, you'll know how to approach the situation, you'll know how to offer support, and I have no doubt that you are just going to absolutely rock it.
To keep on supporting your teachers and recognizing when they need help. I will say you have done an excellent job supporting your math teachers at Frost Elementary. I know that you have always been there to support and help me when I've needed it. And you have helped me become a better math planner and a better math teacher.
Okay, just a little bit of advice that I learned from Patrick Swayze in the movie Roadhouse. So when things are going well, it's important and it's easy to be nice. But the trick is when things are not going well and times are tough, it's equally important to be nice. And so this job is about building positive relationships. And so I know you're going to do amazing at it. And so again, congratulations, and I'm here for you if you ever need anything.
One thing you have to do as an administrator is share your educational journey and why you're doing such an awesome job at what you're doing as a principal. You're going to be great. Good luck.
One thing that you should do as an administrator is always make sure that your teachers feel supported. You did a great job at this being math facilitator and always made sure that all our math teachers were supported in their curriculum. You also did a great job at supporting me, knowing that you were in my position when you started teaching. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done and wish you the best of luck as an AP at Huggins.
Just remember to stay true to the kids. Remember that they love having people connect with them and listen to them and take interest in what they're doing. You're going to do a great job.
Please do continue to keep that positive energy with you when you're communicating with your new students and staff.
The one thing I will say is that you do have one job as assistant principal at Huggins. So make sure you do your one job that is being asked of you. But I know that you're going to rock it and kill it, and you are going to be nothing but super successful. Love you so much. Good luck at Huggins, and take care of my husband.
Just do what you do best. Connect with those kids.
You see your teachers doing something you like or doing something good, tell them personally. I think it will make a huge difference in their morale, and I know you're going to knock them dead. Thank you.
Whatever goes down, do not allow him to run your fantasy sports league. He does not know anything about sports. That is not his forte. He actually wore a baseball cap for the Toronto Blue Jays one day. None of us knew Toronto still had a baseball team. He doesn't know anything, so pick somebody else to run your fantasy sports league. Good luck at Huggins.
Just keeping the big picture in mind, remembering that student success and teacher success are of equal importance. So the health of the teacher will have a significant impact on the health of the student. So just making sure that while you're helping the kids be successful and keeping your mind focused on that main thing, that you're also remembering to support your teachers and helping them stay healthy.
You set aside math materials and you stuck it on these 2 shelves, and I came in and you said, that is your shelf. And that really meant a lot to me, because we both knew I couldn't have my own classroom, and that really meant a lot to me.
My only advice to you as an administrator is keep doing what you're doing. I think the thing that stands out to me about you is how calm and cool and collective you stay, even when things are a little crazy. And that's going to help you a lot in your new position, I'm sure.
Here are some things you need to do as an administrator. Find someone right down the hall who can become your friend. Make sure you help them with their math, and they can help you with your grammar and writing, because you need help. Listen to each other's beliefs, and even when you disagree with them 180 degrees. Bring them Sonic burritos on random Fridays. Teach them how to play bus games. Sit by them in meetings so you can laugh at the same parts but try to not get caught. Always buy their alcohol. Let them cry, make them laugh, and repeat all of the above for as long as you can. What you should not do as an administrator is forget the friends you've made along the way.
Kyle, when you become the AP at Huggins Elementary, I want you to embrace the Jeans Day. What do you have against jeans? Everyone likes a Jeans Day. Wear jeans.
Congratulations, Kyle. We are so excited to see you become the new Huggins AP. As you embark on this new adventure, we have a couple of things for you to remember.
Oh, hey neighbor, how are you? What's that you say? Kyle Little is going to Huggins Elementary? Did I ever tell you of the time that Kyle Little and I were neighbors? We were, yes, back in a faraway land called Frost Elementary. It was great times. We laughed, we cried. Mostly I cried. And whenever I needed a nice little teaspoon of peanuts, he was always there for me. Congratulations, Kyle. You'll do great.
I've been asked to either tell a funny story or give advice. Now, I could tell some funny stories. I could talk about sticky rice. Probably shouldn't talk about sticky rice. Let's move on. I could talk about going backwards down a Chinese highway. I could talk about somebody who brought a knife to a Buddhist temple. Could talk about that. Maybe a bull at a golf course, or running out of gas on the way to a Holsworth meeting in South Padre. Lots of stories we could tell. But, you know, we probably ought to keep some of those things between just you and me. How about I give you a little bit of advice, maybe a little bit more boring, but I do have something I want to share with you, man. First thing I want to say is congratulations. Don't take this for granted, Kyle. This is a great opportunity that you've been given. It is 1 in a million chance. You have been given favor and through all of Holsworth and all that's happened with you. And it is a huge deal that you have this opportunity as an assistant principal. So don't forget to give thanks, and don't forget the road that took you there. But here's my advice to you as an assistant principal, and it's probably different advice that you'd hear from other people, but this is what I would tell you. The time for you to lead the school the Kyle way is when you become principal. The day will come when you will be able to take all the tools in your tool belt and all of your experience and all of your coaching experience and all of your Holsworth experience and everything that you do, and man, I have no doubt you will run a school that is going to be amazing. But use this quick moment. It's not going to be long, man. It will probably be pretty quick. This moment in time that you have to be an assistant principal and learn from Bethany. She's going to do things that you wouldn't do. She's probably going to make some decisions that you wouldn't make. She's going to ask you to be involved in things that, you know, you might do a little bit differently. But that is a good thing. It's an opportunity for you to open your mind, to grasp another way of doing things, to understand what motivates other people, and how she gets people rallied around a cause. Learn everything you can while you can with her. I mean, you guys are going to be such an awesome team. And then also, on Saturdays, get in the truck, go to the land, and catch some fish. All right? Good luck to you, Kyle. And I know you're going to go forth and do great things.
So the funniest thing I've ever seen Kyle do, I believe it was the first year that we did the lip sync battles, and the administrative team chose Thunder as their song. So Mr. Little was the lead guy, and I get the idea of Mr. Little as one of those persons who's kind of below the wire, get the job done, no nonsense. So when I saw him holding the mic, I thought, oh, okay, Mr. Little, he's gonna be out front on this. So he got comfortable, he was singing, he was lip singing, and he was moving. All of a sudden, he jumped from the stage. And it was just one of those moments where I was like, ooh, Mr. Little has a whole lot more personality than I realized that he had. So that was one of the funniest things. I had the best time that night watching him.
You went to Holdsworth and you left me with all of your kids to go and pick up. And so when I went to Miss Crocker's class and picked up the kids, Mason Farrow turned to me and said, "Where's Mr. Little? Where's Mr. Little?" And I told him that you were gone and that he would be with me. And he said to me, "You're not a man." And I told him, "No, I'm not a man, and I'm not going to become a man in the next day or two." "Well, I only want to go with a man." And I said, "Well, that would be Mr. Little, and he's not here this week, so you're going to just have to live with me." And he said, "It's just not the same without a man." I think what I figured out he was saying was that he had a special bond with you, and he wanted you to be there to pull him because you were where he felt comfortable and safe. Eventually he got used to me and he did like me, so I was glad about that. But I really think that Mason showed that the kids love you and want you to be their teacher, and they're all going to miss you along with the rest of us.
He's very introspective. Sometimes when you think he's not listening, he is listening. He's just trying to look at the big picture. He is quick-witted and he's funny. He's really funny. One of the favorite stories, I guess, would be about the water. One of the first times we went away for Holdsworth, we're at a very nice hotel, and inside the minibar in each of our rooms were snacks, but they were packaged beautifully, like gift snacks you would give away. And there was water, there was full bottles of alcohol, all kinds of stuff. I don't remember how it came about, but anyway, we were talking about the water when we all got together. Was the bottled water free or was it not free? Well, Kyle had found the price card, and the bottled water was definitely not free. It was $9 a bottle. So Kyle warned us all not to drink that water, to leave that water alone. It was $9 a bottle. And it just became a big joke after that we were never supposed to drink the hotel bottled water because it was so expensive. So each hotel, that kind of became just a little joke until we got to the Pearl. And when we got to the Pearl for one of our other trips, Kyle didn't want us to drink any of the water unless it was bottled, because that was just a whole different story. But I can say I really enjoyed getting to know you, Kyle. Let your teachers see some vulnerability and let them see that humor. Always, if you're going to a conference, make sure whoever you are driving with has a full tank of gas.
My favorite memory is still at Holdsworth, where Christina would mix us up at the table and I'd have to say Hunter Kyle. So that's one of my favorite memories. I'm always going to remember that one from Holdsworth. Hopefully they won't confuse us at any other event. So we'll make sure. I'll keep everybody in check.
Just one quick tip. Do not say that reading is just comprehending and reading. Lose a lot of respect that way. I don't want you to lose respect. And you're going to make some reading teachers very, very unhappy. One thing to do, purchase this book, because how much you love to read, and read about all the strategies and things that your teachers are doing when and they're in small group. Fabulous book, easy read, great thing to do. Another thing to do, purchase the Yellow Bible and learn about small groups from K through 5 and all the things that your teachers are doing in guided reading. And you'll be the next guided reading guru. I have faith in you. Gonna miss you, gonna miss all of our side talks, and you're doing an amazing job. You know where to find me if you need me, okay?
I had the opportunity to get to know Kyle through our 2-year journey at Holdsworth. It has been a great opportunity for me to see him grow both as a person and as a leader. One of the funniest memories during Holdsworth was during a session with Christina Harbridge. She has a unique personality, and she started calling all of the guys in the room Kyle. I'm not sure if she just couldn't remember their name or that Kyle had such an enchanting personality that she remembered him. He just went with the flow. I know he's going to do great things as the assistant principal at Huggins Elementary. Very proud of you, Kyle.
One of the things I remember most about working with you at Frost is the way that you were always able to motivate and encourage students who had barriers based on their behavior. You helped them find successes in ways that they wouldn't have without you. So I encourage you to bring those skills with you when you move on to Huggins. I know your new role will give you opportunities to use those gifts. I also encourage you to just have fun. Dust off that sumo costume and some of the other fun things that you brought with you to Frost, and enjoy your time there at Huggins.
Kyle Little, aka the little big brother I've always wanted. What you should do as an administrator: continue to stay motivated, continue to be competitive, continue to build rapport with each student that crosses your path. Remain humble as you have always been since I've known you. Always stay strong because you are a very strong person. Always put students' needs and their success first, as you've always done since I've known you. I will miss you every day, but I know that you are striving high and continue to strive higher. May God bless you, keep you, and elevate you in every aspect of your life. I love you. I will never forget you.
Hey Kyle, good morning. This is Kate Rogers, and hopefully you remember me from the Holdsworth Center. I certainly remember you. I've just finished my morning workout, trying to keep myself sane during these quarantine times, as we all are. But you were on my mind this morning because Jennifer was kind enough to let me know about your promotion. And I am so excited for you, and even more excited for the students and the teachers that you're going to lead at your new campus. What I remember most about you, Kyle, is your warmth, your obvious care for children and for other people, and your smile and your compassion. And I know you're going to bring that into your leadership at your new campus. They're going to miss you at Frost, of course, but we all could not be more happy for you, because now, more than ever, what we need on all of our school campuses is caring and courageous leaders like you, Kyle. Take good care of yourself, and a huge congratulations, my friend.
The call of leadership is a beautiful thing, but do remember that the best leadership happens one conversation at a time. So listen well and find the brilliance in others, and you're gonna be great.
Hi, Kyle. Congratulations on your new leadership position. This is Liz City with a few words to take with you as you take on leadership in a most critical moment in our history, both as an educator and as a citizen. So this is a moment when leadership is required, and I'm glad you're leading. Let's see. So here are some words. One thing you should do as a leader is listen lots to students, to families, to teachers, especially when you have more power in a situation than someone else. Listen lots. And remember that behavior is a form of communication, whether that's from kids or adults. So if someone's complaining or acting out in ways that don't seem very productive, try to think about what the caring thing is underneath that. What does that person care about that they're expressing in that way, or what do they need that they're unable to tell us in any other way? So definitely listen lots. One thing you should not do is run yourself into the ground. I speak from experience on this front, and we actually don't do anybody any good when we run ourselves into the ground, even in service and out of deep urgency and commitment. So one thing I always tell my leadership students is cultivate your joy, and I try to practice that myself. So keep doing the things that bring you joy, whether that's exercise or music or cooking or whatever it is, spending time with loved ones. Make sure you do that, because it'll make you a better leader. And then finally, some words of advice. I would say honor dignity always. Fail forward. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to mess up, and failing forward means learn from it and get on and apply it to something else. And finally, be brave. Courage is required right now for the kind of leadership we need. When you do all of those things together, you will be able to lead for justice and help us bring about the world our kids deserve and that we need as a nation. Take good care. Bye.
Congratulations on your new position. The Huggins school community is truly lucky to be getting a school leader like you with strong educational values, focused on students, along with the courage and conviction to stand up for what you believe in. Being sharply focused and genuinely open at the same time is one of the challenges and tensions of leadership. It is a challenge I know you will navigate with both humor and humility. Please remember to ask for help along the way as you take the next step on your leadership journey. You have an entire team who stand ready to assist you and who are cheering you on. Congratulations.
Hi, Kyle. This is Sydney Finkelstein, and it's great to congratulate you on your next stage and where you're going, and as an assistant principal. And I'm very excited for you, and I thought I'd give you 3 quick pieces of advice. Number 1, when you're coming in fresh into a new place, it's a golden opportunity to be creative. Onboarding is fine. You want to be part of the new culture. You want to fit in. You want to respect other people. Absolutely important. But don't forget that when you come in fresh somewhere, you are coming in with a chance to be creative, to ask questions others have stopped asking about. And what great leaders do is that they're able to do not an either or, but 2 things. On the one hand, you need to fit in and respect the culture. On the other hand, you need to you need to ask those questions and ask why is it this way and how can we make it better. That's lesson number 1. Number 2, take the time to truly learn. Learn about your team, learn about them as individuals, get to know who they are, how they think, what they're all about, and try to understand where they want to go in their own careers, and then try to figure out how to help them get there. That's what a super boss would certainly do. And number 3, how about you? What's the story you want to tell in 3 years? What are your own dreams and goals? Write them down. Write them down and look at them, and don't forget about them. Never lose sight of your purpose. It's important because your schedule is going to get filled up day to day with so much that you need to do. But to have that core, that bedrock, that first principle, that answer that says, well, this is what it's all about. This is what my purpose is. This is why I'm here. Keeping track of that is really, really important and a smart thing to do. So good luck to you, Kyle. I'm excited to hear about this news, and I know that we'll only be hearing through the grapevine many more great things from you.
Hey, Kyle Little, Christina Harbridge. I am so happy today learning about your acceptance of a role that is going to help even more kids and adults. So I want to say congratulations, but I also want to say that those around you are blessed to get to experience even more of your impact. And so I was asked to give you advice, and I just am not really good at advice. It's not something that comes very natural to me, but I did have a piece of advice for you. When, Kyle, you are on an escalator, make sure that you reach back and lift up your cape. Otherwise, it'll get stuck in the grooves and the gears, and it's like that, and it's really awful. But I guess my wish and my hope for you is that you are able to help kids, parents, the team find themselves in the delicious, beautiful story of the district by spotlighting examples of in the moment wins and things that show the preciousness and deliciousness of the community that you're creating. My hope is that you're able to lay down that beat, to give that sort of narrative in your own natural, authentic style. So grateful for you. Thank you. Keep connected with me. Let me know what happens. Would love to hear about the story that you're creating. And thank you for all that you do in the world. Take care. Thank you. It's kind of awkward. I don't really know how to end. Like Nadia Comaneci did this amazing dismount off a balance beam. Like maybe I can do that. Do you even know what I'm talking about? Olympics a long time ago. Take care. Congratulations and thank you for the way that you dedicate your life. Over and out.
Hey Kyle, this is Lindsay Wharton from the Holdsworth Center. When I got the news about your new role, I was so excited for you and just wanted to wish you a big congratulations. I know the team at Frost will miss you, but your new campus will be lucky and glad to have you. In terms of advice, I would say lean into your strengths. You've always struck me as such a great listener. And I think as a new leader on a new campus in like an especially uncertain and challenging time, but also one filled with opportunities, leaning into that strength will really just help you build relationships and establish yourself as somebody who cares about the people around you and is there to provide support and over time great leadership. So we know that you're going to do a fantastic job and we'll be rooting for you. And personally, I'll be looking forward to getting back on the court sometime soon. Best of luck.
Wow, I'm so delighted to hear about how you're moving forward on this very exciting new chapter in your career, a testament to all the talents and the hard work that you bring to your profession. And one thing that I and my team here have been so inspired by in our work with Holdsworth and all of you is that tremendous dedication, that tremendous love, that sense of purpose with which all of you have chosen your careers and have moved forward towards wanting to have such a thoughtful impact on the communities that you serve. And in your case in particular, as you take this on, I would offer to you that there will be these moments where you'll be wanting to give so much. You'll be wanting to achieve and do and serve in so many beautiful ways. You'll be pulled in so many directions. You'll be hungering for wanting to see people change and transform and take this on and generate some beautiful outcomes, isn't it? For those children, for that community, for that next generation. And in moments like that, especially when you feel a little bit sort of on the edge, where the nerves are a little bit frayed, where you feel a little bit tired, where you're a little bit at your wit's end, I want to really encourage you to think about these words from Mother Teresa. She once said, you cannot give what you do not have. And so remember to invest in your own self. Remember to pull away from the demands of the affairs of the world, to nurture the spirit within, to continue to sow those beautiful seeds that you have been, no doubt, doing that have gotten you to this place of presence and grace and wisdom in all that you do, all right? So take that time off, well-deservedly so, for your own self. Nurture and ignite that joy, that wisdom, that caring, that purpose from within, because then all you've got to do, knowing you, all you have to do is to show up. And when you show up, just act out your authentic core, beautiful things are going to happen, just as they have been in years past. Keep growing and keep glowing. All the best.